Hello, beautiful souls. All right, so yesterday I talked to you about what we're going to do today, which is we are going to discuss life path number one. And if by now you don't know what your life path number is, then I suggest you just easily Google life path numerology calculator and fill in your just your date of birth, and it will give you back your life path number, and preferably we would also like to have the last sum. So if it is the complete sum, that's perfect as well, but we also want to know the last sum. So for example, for me it's life path number 11, and then it says 2 plus 9 equals 11. So 2, 9, 11. So the 2 and the 9 are important as well. So look that up. And if you have it, let's get into it. And otherwise, I'll see you guys in a bit. So life path number one. It's about creativity and confidence. This one really resonates with me because this one is me, just times two. So life path number one is very creative and very confident, but not all the time. And let's dive into it. So we have, for example, I have this format. Let's see if it works, and maybe if it doesn't, I'll change it with the other numbers and maybe even re-record it. So life purpose. People with a life purpose of bringing positive creative energy face challenges related to insecurity and addictive behaviors. I can elaborate on this one a little bit more. So the creative energy, I have a lot of creative energy, and right now how I'm actually harnessing it, I do a lot of AI artworks. And every day I create a new thing that I want to manifest. And I'm also, as a test, I'm creating some really cool meditating animals that are in the lotus position, and they look really cool. I can't really show it right now because it's on my computer. But let me know if you want to see it, and I'll share it. I'll just share it somewhere. I think it would be nice to share it on Insta, so you can follow me on Insta as well. It's my Insta handle is a bit weird because it's phonetically my own name. So it's David, but it's DEEJFIT. So you guys would say Dijvid, but it's David if you say it in Dutch. Phonetically. So I will post some of them there, so you can check them out. And let's see, the other one is challenges related to insecurity and addictive behaviors. Insecurity is a big one for this life path number. You will always look at, for example, if I make a drawing and you make a drawing, and doesn't matter which type you are, but I will look through a completely different lens because you drew the other one, and I've drawn this one, and I will look through another lens, and I as in the one, I am the one. The one will look at it and can have insecurities here. So insecurities is something that that you're really sensitive to. So if somebody has, and this is the part that is important, and let's see if this resonates. You're only insecure about stuff that you're not 100% secure of. That's obvious. But let's say I am really secure about my physique, and somebody else can say, well, you're kind of fat, and I'm like, no, I'm not. There's zero. There's no opening there. There's no door that they can open. But for example, if they say, or if I think, oh, my belly is a little bit too much. I wish it was a bit more ripped, and feeling a little bit more insecure about that. Then this will be on steroids for life path number ones. So everything that you're insecure about and somebody else will say something about it, you will trigger, and it will feel really awful. And this is something that you really have to work through. I think we come to that in a later stage. And we have the addictive behaviors. So for example, life path number ones are really drawn to addictions. In my case, is alcohol. But for others, this can be gambling, it can be smoking, it can be sex, can be all kinds of things. So be on the lookout for that. And these people, it might be there, but these are energy people. These are people with a lot of energy, and they feel energies. So if somebody else is not feeling so good, life path number ones will feel that. And if you're in 11, you will feel it even more. But that's also the let's say that you are in 11, and we are going to do I'm going to do a different video on this, because there's also two types of 11s, the 3-8-11 and the 2-9-11, and the 7-4-11 is one as well. And I'm not sure if there's others that exist. Well, the 6-5 might be one, and then, but I haven't seen that one, so I'm not entirely sure. So that will be a different video in and of itself. Let's go on with this one. Creative energy can be expressed in various fields like arts, healing, business, problem solving, etc. But one that they're not stating here, it's also sports. So if you're playing a lot of sports, so for example, for me that's football, you can be really creative with football as well, or other ball type of sports. You can really get your creativity in there, and it's also a type of expression. But problem solving, something I do a lot as well, because I've programmed, I've built apps and websites for the last 12 years, and games. So you have to do a lot of problem solving, and you can be creative, and it's actually a lot of fun as well. With your business, it's the same. With healing, I don't have that much experience with. And arts, I already explained that one a little bit. Alright, the next part is the essence of creativity and confidence. Confidence is crucial for those with life purpose 1, to take risks and follow unique paths. This is something that I've talked about before. If you look really closely, you can still kind of see it, but there's an 11 there. But the same is true for a 1. You have a unique path, like for yourself. And if other people are doing stuff, you don't really need to do those things. So please don't succumb to peer pressure. It's gonna happen eventually, or at some point. But now that you're aware of this, please try to stay away from it and follow your own unique path. You're not built like the others, you're built different, and that's true of every type, but there's a couple of types that have really different traits, and the 1 is one of them. Alright, everything is made of energy, only living beings have the spark of life energy. Since you are really susceptible to energy, this is really something where you thrive, and you thrive on your energy. But you can also thrive on others' energy, by the way. I'm not sure what the point of this sentence is, but yeah, it's an excerpt of something that I got, and I thought it was a really good one. So let's see if it actually is. Creative energy is powerful and dynamic, demanding expression or causing repression. What they mean here is that we can create with energy, and one of the things they say about type 1s and type 11s is that you can see type 1s, type 11s can see how they're doing according to their bank statement. So if their bank statement is in the plus, they're doing really well. It's in the negative, they do really bad. That's something that that I read somewhere when I was researching this, and I thought it was interesting because it's true, but also it's not true, because there's also kind of a delay from the universe. So you could actually already be in that abundant space, but your bank account isn't showing it yet, but it will show it. And at some point, well, let's put it another way. Right now, my bank account isn't as good as I feel. That's how I feel, and I think this is gonna change really quickly. And I think it's interesting to see, and it's part of my spiritual path. So this is something I will be sharing as well. But I'm curious to see. Put it in the comments if this resonates for you. That if you're in a better energy, does it reflect on your bank statement? All right. Challenges on the path. Creative energy must find positive outlets. It can manifest constructively and destructively. So you can either use that energy for good or use it for bad, and I think this is a little bit black and white, but you can put your creative energy, for example, towards your own business, or your work, or your relationship, or the people you love, like your family. It doesn't really matter. Or you can use it focusing on the negative, focusing on how little money you have, focusing on how bad your relationship is, and focusing how terrible the government is, and all those kind of things. And either way, you will manifest it with your energy, with your creative energy. So yeah, it's up to you if you like complaining. I actually know guys who love complaining. If you're one of those guys or girls or whatever's, then go for it. Otherwise, I would suggest you don't do that, and you focus on what you really want. So focus on what you want. Put your creative energy in there, and let's see what manifests. All right. Is those with one can face obstacles due to insecurity, leading to addiction or blocked energy. It's stated a little bit weirdly. Ones can face obstacles due to insecurity, leading to addiction or blocked energy. All right, so if you're insecure about something, so for example me and these videos, I want to post this, but I'm feeling an insecurity because there's somewhere where I feel insecure about sharing this, because people will have some judgment on this they'll have their opinion on this. So I will not post it because of this insecurity. So this insecurity is making it so that my energy is blocked because I'm not letting it out. I'm just keeping it to myself, and I'll even stop making these videos because I'm so insecure that I don't want to release it. And it also can lead to addiction. For example, I'm kind of disappointed in myself, so I start drinking, or I start gambling, or I start smoking to get some release. That's what they mean there. Blocked creative energy can lead to physical or psychological issues. Yeah. And one thing that I want to, I think that fits in with the previous one and a little bit with this one is, for example, if you are going to, if you are drinking alcohol, you're actually also misusing that energy. So you have this ton of energy, and usually for me on a Friday night, I'm bursting with energy. I'm ready to explode. I'm ready to go to that party and go wild. I really feel like, okay, I need this. I kind of feel it like I need this first drink, and then I can explode. But that also means that all that creative energy is wasted by drinking alcohol, and I'll have the best night ever. I am really a party animal when it comes to that. But I'm wasting that energy just on that night, and after that I'm not feeling as good as I can and as high vibe as I can, because I've wasted all that energy. So that's a little side note. Blocked energy can lead to physical and psychological issues. Me as a one, I really need to also move my body. I need to use my energy, and I think that's true for a one as well. Let me know if you can relate to this. That due to if you can, you would like to do some kind of exercise every day, even if it's just walking for 10, 20, 30 minutes. But you have to do something to let your energy out. Blocked creativity. Whenever I'm in my head, energy can really get blocked, and then it can lead to physical. The psychological, I'm not sure what they mean with that, other than going really into the maybe even self-pitying and insecure side. Other than that, I'm not sure. If you are one and you do know or you do have any of these issues, please let me know. But for me, blocked energy, they can lead to some physical ailments. So for example, for me, it's the first one that happens, and it doesn't really look like it's something. It's just being tired. I'm just tired, and I'll have an extra power nap during the day. My energy is blocked. For example, if I'm at work and I'm not doing the work I like, and I talk to him about it, and we're still doing the same thing, at some point I get really fatigued really quick. My energy kind of flows away, and it's not being used for creative purposes, so it drains me. While if I'm using it for creative purposes, it can actually I can get energy from that. By just creating something amazing, I get a lot of energy. The other one is, for me, it's personally, it can be allergies, and also like slight colds or back aches. I rarely have stomach aches or headaches, Yeah, so that's it from me on how that can manifest itself. Yeah, other qualities and issues. Insecurity can be a hurdle that needs to be overcome. So we're on 20 minutes. We're not even halfway there. So I might have to pick up the pace a little bit. Oh no, wait. There's a couple of action steps, so those will be quick. No, we're actually past half of the this whole life path number 1. Insecurity can be a hurdle that needs to be overcome, and I don't agree with this. I do, but I don't, because I think it has to be a hurdle that you want to overcome this this lifetime. If not, you will have to repeat this lesson in your next lifetime. Have both intense enthusiasm and potential suppressed emotions. Oh, ones have both intense. Yeah, okay, so ones have that. True. Yeah, I think that's a correct statement. They can be highly suggestible and benefit from conscious work with the subconscious. Yeah, I agree with that as well. But with the side note that yeah, it says can be, so it's already correct. But if they're open for this topic to be suggestible, for example, I've a lot of topics that I'm closed off to, or that I don't want to go yet, because I think that's not for now. For example, one of the things that I've been avoiding for a long time has been to dive into more of the theories on what's actually, what they say that's actually happening on the planet. Yeah, so I couldn't get to the word, but I mean, like, conspiracy theories. I knew there were a couple of topics that I wanted to go, but not yet. So if people would strike up a conversation about these topics, I would not really go into them, and maybe even change the topic, because I felt like that's something I want to dive into, and I want to research, and I really love doing research on stuff as well. For example, if I'm a type 1, I'm gonna read everything I can, watch every video I can on the life path number 1, check if there's podcasts on it, check if there's books on it, and go all in and read everything and really devour all the information I can get, up until a point where I feel like I'm saturated, or I'm like satisfied, and then I'll let it go. And then sometimes there comes a second wave and a third wave and a fourth wave, but usually that does that goes automatically. I don't really do anything for that. So yeah, and then if it's something that I'm open to, I'm highly suggestible, and if it's something I'm not open to, I'm not as suggestible to it at all, and I will actually toss out all the information and I will discredit it. Yeah, I think that's really a black and white way of saying it, because it's not entirely true, but that's how it can work. Accessing creativity and confidence. Creativity involves both originality and skill development. Yeah, I love doing skill development, and I love like coming up with original things. So yes, ones might feel grounded with a more balanced diet. I'm not sure if that's true for me. but it's more like I don't know what is a balanced diet and what is an unbalanced diet. I'm not sure what the definition there is, but what I do like is to eat whenever I feel like eating, and not when the clock says, "Oh, it's 6 o'clock, so I need to eat." So that's, I'm not sure if that has anything to do with balance, but yeah, I listen to my body in this regard. Also, intermittent fasting works really well. I enjoy it. I'm not sure if yeah, it does work really well for my energy levels as well. So I do enjoy it. If it's the best for me, I'm not sure. Uh, I also know that within my diet, it's best for me to also have some kind of meat, and usually it's chicken or fish. Um, all the other meats I don't eat that much, but if I don't eat that, I get lightheaded real quickly. So it's or it has to be like bread or beans sometimes as well. That works. But for example, if you have a chili con carne and it's without meat, so it's actually a chili sin carne, um, it, it doesn't work for me, and it's I get lightheaded. My energy level goes way down, and if I have to play sports, yeah, I'm not performing well. So yeah, I would not say like balanced diet, but more a little bit dense diet. It can't be too light. Subtle healing methods can complement standard medical treatment. I've noticed this one immensely, and I've also talked about this in another video. But and it's for me, it's not even subtle, because, for example, if I have an injury, I will meditate on it, and I will play around and visualize the energies are healing it. So it doesn't really feel like subtle healing. It feels like really vivid healing. And it complements my medical treatment immensely. I can go from if it's if they tell me you have to rest completely for 6 weeks, and after 6 weeks you can start running. After week 7 you can start to do some easy weightlifting, and after that you can do like you can play football a little bit again, and then week 12 you can play a full match again. I will do all my own healing things, and in 6 weeks I'm back on the pitch playing my first game again, and in 4 weeks I'm already playing again, as in with the team, doing the training exercises and playing like mock games. So this is not subtle at all for me. At the summit, potential and destiny. Those with a life purpose one have untapped potential and can unleash creativity with self-confidence. So if you're one, and you probably are because you're watching this, I think you feel that this is true. You have this untapped potential. I've always felt it, and I was really glad to finally read it and see that I wasn't crazy, but this was actually how I felt. Confident ones have a magnetic and productive presence. And this is a fun one because productivity for me is really is always on a really high level. I want to be as productive as I can because I feel really good when I am productive. So when I'm ticking off one task after the other from my list, yeah, that's kind of like a dopamine rush that I'm going through, and it feels really good. What was the other one? magnetic presence and productive presence. So yeah, when I'm part of a team, and in this case, it doesn't mean or it doesn't matter if it's work or a sport, like a football team, we get more productive. We do more things. We just go all in, and we'll do more trainings. We'll do more. We'll stay longer. We'll tap more of that potential that we all have. And the magnetism, I noticed that as well. People turn their heads when I walk around, and it's not all the times. I have these waves of this as well. My presence can be magnetic, and people can they will turn towards me. And other times when it's not there, people will also go away, and they won't even notice that I'm there. So it works both ways. But yeah, I do relate to this one. All right. Oh wait, there's one more. They can become channels for unlimited creativity. Okay, so let's just let that one sink in. Because you have a lot of creativity, and overcoming insecurity is one of your biggest things in life to do. So, and I urge you to really take it seriously and to work on it, to make this your primary objective. And this is insecurity. You're not an insecure person. That's not what it is. But you have some areas in your life where you are insecure. I'm not an insecure person, even though I'm an 11, so I'm twice as insecure as a 1, but only in areas where I actually am insecure. So in a lot of ways, I'm not insecure. So people will not think that I'm an insecure person. But there are certain aspects of me that are under a lens, and they feel like there's actually like insecurity, sometimes even shame is on there. So it's a really, really low vibration, the lowest of the lowest. And that's something that I'm working towards, because I'm this one as well, but I'm also a 2, and I'm also a 9. So for me, this is a big one, combined with other people's opinions. So yeah, make sure that this is, and I think this is should be a different episode on how to overcome your insecurities. So let's so in this I'm just gonna write this down, because sometimes I forget about these things, and I talk so much in these episodes. So video on overcoming insecurities. Yes. All right. Expressing energy positively and establishing a routine can help. Let's quickly have a look what they might mean with this. Yeah, so I'll read it from here. I think that's better. So this is an action checklist. Overcome insecurity by seeing it as a hurdle that challenges you to leap over it. So see it as a challenge. Something that I love. I love doing challenges. So if you see this as a challenge or as a game, you will get through it more easily. Find positive ways to express and channel energy through your work or hobbies. Establish a daily exercise routine to liberate trapped energy and to help clear away other addictive behaviors. So this is actually what I was reading before. So establishing a routine can help, and they were actually talking about a daily exercise routine to liberate trapped energy, and we've touched on this already, so I won't go into this any further. But this is one that really changed a lot for me. Find inspiration by creating ways to serve in the world. So that's something that's up to you. For me, it's creating these videos, but I get new creative ideas about this every week or so, and I try to go as close to what is important to me. So I'm also giving away free games every day, and that's also something that's it's not really creative, but I'm always putting a creative question in there, and I always like to serve other people by surprising them with a game that they want. So it's a nice way to start the day. And you can come up with countless what you are good at and what drives you. All right, so accessing creativity and confidence. This is actually the last little paragraph. Think of someone you know, or imagine a film, literary, or historical character. A role model who exhibits abundant creativity and confidence. So think of someone. And I usually come up with the same one, and I won't say it just yet because I will screw up your creative process. Imagine yourself as that person. That's step 2. Secure in your abilities, confident enough to take risks, a dynamo of creativity. In what specific ways can you put these qualities into practice and bring more creativity into your life? All right, so answer that question for you, and see what happens. So that's everything here. So now I can tell you who I always picture, and this is also a really nice one. And for me, it's Leonardo da Vinci. He is such an amazing, or he was such an amazing person. And also, if you've seen the Da Vinci's Demons, this guy, he's confident. It looks like he's almost arrogant, and there's the touch of arrogance there as well. I always love when characters have this, because it shows me what I want to have, or I want to have that kind of confidence as well. But also not enough that I want to do it like that, because I don't like the bragging way of confidence, but I like the confidence of saying something and actually being able to follow up on that and to make it come true what you said that you would. So that's something that, for example, if I can tell you, I will make you the best app that you've ever seen. I will create the UI and UX specifically for what you want, and it will be amazing. And I can feel that I can do that. I'm capable of doing that. I triggered Google. So that feels good. But that character in the series, if you've never seen the show, I loved it. Not the best show ever, but it's really nice. If you just watch episode 1, you know what I mean. And he's really creative, and he has a lot of confidence. So he would be like the perfect type 1 in my opinion. or type 11. All right. So that's it for life path number 1. Let's see if there's something that I am forgetting. I think there's one more thing that I can still share here. Yeah. For life path, once you can actually, and you probably are, even if you don't know it, you are channeling a lot of these ideas. And you can tune into other people's frequency, and you might actually be channeling someone else's idea or ideas from the universe. Yeah, so that's something to keep in mind. You're not bound by your own creativity, but you can use the creativity of the entire universe. Not sure if it helps, but it helps me a lot to know that I can tap into all kind of different things, and that sometimes I'm just tuned to a frequency of someone else's thought, and I'll have this download instantly, and I'll see this whole game concept of someone. I'll Google it, and I'll see, okay, there's actually some guys, they're creating this game, they're like 50 kilometers from me, or what is it, 90 miles? No, yeah, it's less, it's like 20 miles or so, 20 miles in my radius. Someone is creating a game, and I just got this download of it. Yeah, so that those things can happen as well. Maybe just go through it and see if this actually happened once in your life. Because when I started like recalling other moments this happened, I thought like, yeah, actually they were all channeled or downloaded creative thoughts, and that's okay if you don't have an ego, because your ego doesn't like it if it's not actually your idea. Don't tell your ego that. All right. So tomorrow we'll be doing we'll do life path number 2. And let me give you a little bit of a teaser. If you're in 11, this one will be interesting for you as well. Life path number 2 is about cooperation and balance. All right, make sure to hit the like if you got anything from this video, and also do the whole subscription thingy. So subscribe to my channel so we can make this even bigger, so I can help more people, so I can actually go and help the masses, which I'm supposed to do. And hit that notification bell if you want to stay up to date when I'm actually posting my new videos. All right, thanks so much for watching. This was a long video, and I'll see you guys next time.